Hello everyone, welcome viewers to Arise Africa Group. Today we're having a bright Sunday afternoon in England. We've got here the founder of Weekend Leadership Institute, Weekend Foundation, and she also hosts conferences called Total Woman. We've got a conference coming up, and so she's going to tell us a bit about herself. Her name is Adeola Akintoye. Welcome, Adeola.
Thank you, Emily.
And thank you so much for coming on the program. Can you just tell the viewers about Weekend Leadership Institute? What gave birth to it, really?
Okay. Weekend Leadership Institute was started in 2010 from a vision that God gave me about developing leaders who will serve their community. As you know, Africa, one of our challenges in Africa is about leadership. So we felt that it's a good time for us to start developing the next generations of leaders that will be servant leaders. So the institute, we focus on training, equipping, and empowering emerging leaders. So we do conferences, training to support the leadership journey. Yeah.
So with leadership, our viewers would say, and I would say as well, there's so many leadership institutes. There's Harvard Business School, there's Henley Business School. There's some. What is particularly unique about Weekend Leadership Institute? What does it bring to the table that probably other leadership schools might lack? Would you say?
The institute, first of all, our foundation is our faith.
Right.
Jesus Christ is the greatest leader, and the Bible is full of leadership principles and standards. In fact, the secular world, like Harvard, a lot of the principles that they teach is really from the Bible. So we use the Bible to teach the principles of servant leadership, and that is, I think, what makes Weekend unique. And the focus is also about raising African leaders. It's not about leaders from the West, from America, coming to Africa to teach us about leadership.
Right.
But it's we Africans teaching ourselves about leadership, equipping and empowering ourselves, and also inspiring us as well to lead our continent.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Now, in terms of, you mentioned that it's tailored to Africa. What is in Weekend Leadership that is specific for Africa? What should your viewers be looking out for if they want to come and attend this institute that is different to other leadership schools? The things that are pertinent to the African continent. Would you want to mention a few?
Okay. So at the moment, we are focusing on developing leadership skills, those soft skills that organization pays thousands and thousands of money for. They'll send you on a leadership course about setting vision, managing people, and you pay thousands of pounds for it, or really quite expensive. But the leadership training that we do it with minimal cost, because it's not about making money. It's about really seeing young people, emerging leaders, really passionate about serving the world, serving the community. So we organize different seminars, conference, like you mentioned, Total Woman Leadership Conference, which is targeted at women, because we know women are still left behind when we're talking about leadership, and so we really want to motivate and just energize women that they've got gifts that the world needs, and they need to use it in the community. And we also do mentoring of young people, from secondary school, university. So we organize mentoring dinners in many countries of Africa. We've done it in Ghana, we've done it in Nigeria, we've done it in South Africa. So we're taking one country at a time.
Brilliant, brilliant. So that sounds really good. So it sounds to me like you organize events, training courses, mentorships, and all that. Now, when a person has been under your training, say the first day, how often are you in touch with that individual or with that group of people so that you ensure that what you've trained them on day one continues? Because if it's about the servant leadership, it's about continuity. It's not just one day big conference training and bye-bye. We just want to know how do you continue mentorship and development?
Okay,
what sort of
so
styles
you've already mentioned it, mentorship.
That's good.
So we offer mentoring for leaders
Right.
or the emerging leaders. So we collect their information and we ask them if they would like to have a mentor.
Okay.
So we offer that to them. One thing we've realized is that, it's about people that recognize their own leadership and they want to take that journey. So many, took the opportunity in our past events, and so we're mentoring them, and some did not as well, which is okay. So there's a lifelong mentoring, as long as they want it. So we do career mentoring, we do life mentoring as well. So, and there's continuous leadership blogs that they will have access to as well. So at the moment we are developing a leadership masterclass, which will be an 18-month program. Okay. And it will be based in South Africa.
18 months.
18 months program. And, this will be a bit unique. It's in 3 parts. The first part will be about 6 to 8 weeks face-to-face, where we will have inspirational leaders come to share their leadership journey with the participants. And then the students will adopt a community over 6 to 9 months, and they will work with that community to identify what are the challenges, and they will provide solution that is sustainable. So this is the aspect of really getting the mindset change about being a leader. And the third aspect of the program will be to write, their views about leadership in Africa. We want to have African leadership journal that is based on experience. So and culture. It really, changing people's mind, because for us as well, in We Can Leadership Institute, leadership is not about position. We feel everybody is born to lead. Not that everybody is born a leader. There's a difference in that. Everybody is born to lead because we've been born with gifts, gifts that are unique to individuals, and we feel that when you are using that gift for the benefit of the community and your world, you are a leader.
Super.
So
What I like about when I was doing research on you, I have been reading a background reading on We Can Leadership Institute and Total Woman and all that. What I like about this style of leadership that I found quite unique, I'd not read it anywhere else, is about developing the whole person. So it's not just about leadership as in leading a task, like a taskmaster in a business, and then at home you do your own thing, or in the community. But it's about the whole leader at home, in the workplace, in the community, the whole servant heart leadership, this whole servant heart thing going on. What I want to know is, clearly it's not a vision that's going to end with you. What systems have you got in place for this to continue for generations to come in Africa, so that the goal is you present the servant leader and, culture change?
Wow, that's a very, very interesting question, and very relevant as well. It's all about sustainability, isn't it? So it's not building an empire that I'm going to leave to my daughters. If they want to, join the institute, that's fine. So we do have a lot of people that are supporting us, volunteers, and we encourage everyone that is part of We Can to actually discover their own gift and use their gift. And also we encourage mentoring. So you are depositing into the next generation.
So your mentored leaders have mentees.
To have mentees, and that they can also go to develop other people. So it's like exponential share growth, and so that's what I think will help sustainability, and hopefully when the Leadership Masterclass program starts, we will have people that have gone through the program also become part of the
Excellent.
leaders that
Yeah,
will come and
yeah.
share their experiences.
Wonderful.
You know, and of course, because we're going to be working with communities, so whatever we do with the communities will be there.
Excellent.
You know,
Fantastic.
so hopefully, you know, we will start building, you know, leaders in Africa that really are passionate about Africa.
Okay. And what challenges are you facing in Africa, if any?
I think at the moment is really getting people to understand leadership, because we still